Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Exotic Wine Travel. I'm your host, Matthew Horkey. We are tasting some monastery wines today. We're here in Trebinje in Herzegovina, actually about 20 kilometers, maybe 20, 30 kilometers from the Croatian coast. And I have to say, first of all, I'm really surprised that this is not more of a world-class wine destination. There's great food here, beautiful valley, there's surrounding mountains. You're only 20 kilometers from the coast. There's some fantastic wines, and it's just a highly underrated country. I think it's has part to do with the political situation and all the wars that were fought in this area, but I'm really enjoying myself here. Shireen as well, right? She says yes. We're talking about monastery wines today. Now, monastery wines, or monastery, are responsible for making a lot of the modern wines that we know today. And why is that? Because France, which is the benchmark for high quality, or it used to be the benchmark for high quality in the past, all their wine culture was developed and refined by monks and monasteries, actually, especially in Burgundy. Now here we have the Tvrdoš Monastery. It's an Orthodox Christian monastery. It's the second most visited Orthodox monastery in the world, behind one in Montenegro. And when you think of monastery wines, you think of a monk with a cloak sitting there stirring in old wooden fermentation vats. That's not the case. A lot of these monasteries have modern winemaking equipment. They hire outside consultants. They have a lot of modern winemaking techniques. So we have a few here that we already tasted. This is the Tvrdoš Vranac from 2012. You see that top medallion is the symbol of the monastery. And then you see the bottom, you can't read it, it's Tvrdoš in Cyrillic. 2012. I thought this was an excellent, we tasted the 2013. We bought a couple 2012 because the guide that was showing us around said that this was his favorite vintage. So we're going to give this a shot later. But what we're retasting is a rosé wine. Shireen's actually found a couple rosés that she likes here in the Balkan regions. This is the Tvrdoš Rosé from, I gotta get the year, 2013. This is made out of Merlot. Now, there is some word, I can't remember, they named this wine some word in the Bosnian Herzegovinian language, but I can't remember what it's called. I do remember the monks decided to call it that because the wine looked like morning sunshine. And that's what this rosé does look like. It looks like more of an orange wine, maybe some of the orange flavory wines we had in Georgia. I don't know if you can get a color of that. Can you see that? Can you see how orange that is? It's like an orange blush color. Doesn't it look like that?
Yeah, orange with a tinge of pink.
Yeah, exactly. So it's so funny. I used to hate rosé wines. I found some decent examples here. Shireen liked this one. We tasted in the monastery. I want to see if it is as good, because when you're tasting at the domain, your mind gets shifted a little bit and you get influenced by the nice experience and everything like that. So let's give this a little bit of a sniff. Excuse me. So funny, you get some, I don't get as much strawberry like you do in a rosé. I get more orange peel, some morning dew, a little bit of grass, a little bit of melon. Hold on, let's see if I'm not picking up a ton of strawberry notes on this one. It's an interesting, for me, when I smelled this the first time I wrote it down in my Vivino notes, I feel like it smells like morning dew. When you wake up in the morning, there's a bright orange sunrise in the mountains and there's some dew on the grass. That's what this smells like. Strawberry definitely comes out when you have it on the palate. A lot of strawberry. Hold on. A little bit of melon and pear, even like white wine, some white wine notes. This really is in between a rosé. I mean, it's not, you don't have the rich acidity you get from a white wine. There is a small amount of tannins. I mean, rosé is made because they keep the wine in contact with the skin for just a little bit and then take the skins off. That's how they extract the color. It's still pretty good. I still like this. Shireen rated it higher than me. I think in my Vivino account I rated like 3.3-ish out of 5, which means it's drinkable. I think it's right about there. It's good for a rosé. It's good for a hot summer day. You want to taste this?
No, go ahead.
Okay, you'll taste this later. So, I think it's pretty decent. The one thing that I really wanted to share with this video, though, the most is Tvrdoš. They export their wines all over the world, including the United States. But what we found in Bosnia, even some grocery stores in Serbia, is they only had the Vranac. Now, I was debating whether to go visit the monastery or not because I said, well, we already tasted the Vranac. Do we need to taste anything else? But when I went to the domain, they actually made about, I think, 7 or 8 wines. Right, Shireen? Do you remember? Something like that. Eight different wines. So I think that's important. There was another winery here where I tasted some of their wines. I was reluctant to go visit them. When I ended up visiting them, they had 9 wines, including some that were only sold there. So it's worth it. When you're going on a wine trip, you're going to visit these places, you'll taste a lot of unique things that aren't sold outside. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Exotic Wine Travel, and I'll see you in the next episode.